Vacation Travel Guide is now available for pre-order. Get these numbers. Last year we sent out over 250,000 2024 travel guides and everything. It's a big, big, big boost to tourism all across this state. And, you know, I want to make sure we didn't lose you. Are we still going good? Okay, we're still going. All right. Nevertheless, you know, put your pre-order in and we'll get you a travel guide. You'll be really, really impressed with what you see there. We announced another $75 million investment into Nucor, and with all that being said, you know, that is for an additional $800 million investment that Nucor is going to make at their new Mason County sheet mill that's going in down there. If you haven't seen what's happening in Mason County with Nucor, you need to go by there and look. It is unbelievable beyond anybody's wildest imagination. Just think about this. When all this kicks in, and it's going to kick in soon, when all this kicks in, the number of jobs, the property taxes, everything will happen because of this unbelievable investment by this incredible company in Mason County, West Virginia. It will be transformational in every way. And this is another great addition. They're expanding before they've even gotten done. You know, it is unflat believable. So Nucor, we thank you. It's a good move by EDA. I had the opportunity to chair the meeting and unanimous, 100% unanimous. Everybody was all in. Right there's our pictures and everything, and you know, gosh knows what those folks have done. You know, and I told them this, but the people of the EDA have absolutely stood up. It took courage to do this and everything. They stood up, and what they have brought to the state of West Virginia is unflat believable. You know, what is happening right here, right now, we will benefit from it for decades and centuries to come. So EDA, all you folks, be really proud. Be really proud of the great job you've done. Okay, this one I'm sure will draw a bunch of attention, but I am announcing today that I will remain governor of West Virginia until January the 13th, when Governor Morrissey, our new governor, is sworn into office. My whole thinking behind all this is the continuity of government is essential, you know, during transitions, and my whole focus is just simply just this. You know, when I took this job to serve the people of West Virginia. Now, in many ways, I could move on, and I could be sworn into the Senate on January 3rd. Between January 3rd and when President Trump takes office, there'll be some things happen, but there won't be anything happening really until when President Trump takes office. And I'm in constant contact with President Trump and everything about my feelings about his selections for his appointments, my feelings about where we're going to go on all kinds of issues like energy and on and on and on and everything. So I don't think that there's anything there that's going to rise to the level of what could happen here. I don't think that within West Virginia needs to have 4 governors in 10 days. I don't think that should happen, and I really believe this. Whether I'm right or wrong, I believe this with all my soul. The people of West Virginia elected me to this office, and they expected me to do right by them always. I've tried to do that. And I think that I'm doing right by them right now, because absolutely it has been an honor beyond belief being their governor. You know, I could move on to something that would, to me, you know, could, in some ways you could say, well, that's bigger and better. And Jim, go do the bigger and better thing. Go do, Jim, what is better for you. And I just don't think that's right. The people of West Virginia put a lot of trust in me. And so I'm going to serve as your governor, and I'm going to serve and do exactly what I'm supposed to do to the end of my term. And so with all that being said, you know, I have talked with first and foremost, I talked to our senior senator now, and that's Shelley Capito. And Senator Capito, you know, and I had a long discussion. In fact, we've had several different discussions on this and everything, and she's very supportive of what I'm doing. And with that, then I called Leader John Thune. And you know, Senator Thune is really a good man. He's going to do a great job as our leader and everything. And we had this discussion. And at the end of the day, I think you'll find that everyone totally understands the complexities and everything, and totally understands that, and is very supportive of this is what I should do. And so, again, in thinking about the people of West Virginia and in thinking about what I should do in consultation with these people that I've already mentioned, I think this is the right decision. So I'm going to be your governor until our new governor, Morrissey, is sworn in on January 13th. I've still got a bunch of things that I hope we're going to be able to do between now and January 13th, and then I'll go and get sworn in as your senator, and we'll be off and running when President Trump hits the ground on January 20th, and I hope we'll just pass a bundle of things right off the get-go on day one, and President Trump knows without any question I'm his biggest ally. That's all there is to it. You know, I love him with all my soul. I think the world of his family and everything, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be super supportive of what he's doing, and we're going to try in every way to move the ball forward in the benefit of maybe putting this nation back on the right track and everything. In fact, we're going to put the nation back on the right track and everything. We have lost our way in this country beyond belief, and now let's go and do it right. And I think without any question, the people of West Virginia will know exactly that I stand with them, and I'm doing what is right here too. And that's what I've always done. I've always tried to do what in my mind is the correct and right thing for the people of West Virginia. I've not done one thing that in my mind is the right thing for Jim, and maybe it could be the wrong thing for the people. I'm not going to do that. You remember, I've told you over and over and over, I've never wanted a thing. There is nothing that I have wanted for myself. I have just tried to do anything and everything I could do to help our people. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So with all that being said, that's all I've got right now, and we'll take your questions.
Thank you, Governor. We have Charles Young from WV News with us today. Charles, what's your question for the governor?
Yes, sir. This is Charles Young with WV News. I was hoping to get your reaction to your Senate committee assignments. In addition to the Energy Committee, which I know you were looking at, you also got several other assignments. Do you think those are a good fit for you, sir?
I think that they are home run picks for me. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know, Charles, think about this. Without any question, I really need to be on the Energy Committee. You know, that's all there is to it, because I've got a wealth of energy, a wealth of knowledge in regard to energy, and whether it be, you know, for our gas workers or our coal miners or whatever, you know, Charles, I would tell you, as I've told President Trump over and over, and we agree 1,000% in this, that energy's everything. Energy, if you solve the energy dilemma, you know, it is everything. It solves inflation. It drives manufacturing here. It does so many things that's off the chart. And Charles, don't anyone ever forget, we got to raise revenue in this great country. And energy is absolutely the very thing that will drive revenue in our way, because we're sitting on a wealth of energy beyond anybody's imagination. So, and all the goodness that could come right here to West Virginia, you know, with the right decisions, with a true energy strategy, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is the very place that I should be. Now, with all that being said, just think about it. At one time, we took a nothing ag company at Bluestone Farms, and we started there, you know, at Gap Mills, West Virginia. and we made so many mistakes in the beginning, it was unbelievable, but then we began to really grow. And very, very quickly, we were into Virginia, and then we were into South Carolina and North Carolina, and a little bit into Georgia, and even a little bit into Ohio, and before you knew it, we were the largest, I think this is correct, the largest cash grain farmers east of the Mississippi River. And it was all wheat and corn and soybeans, a little bit of grain sorghum and a little bit of vegetables, but really the staples were wheat, corn, and soybeans. Now, with all that being said, we're nowhere close to that big now. But I have a wealth of knowledge in agriculture as well. And then small business, well, I mean, give me a break. I've started lots and lots of companies. I've employed thousands of people and everything. Sure, you make mistakes, you learn from mistakes and everything, but I've got a lot of knowledge there as well, and that'll be really challenging. And it's standing up for aging. I've done it. I mean, Charles, you've seen that. I've done it over and over and over. In speaking very, very strongly, and I said, judge me by my deeds over and over, but I've stood rock solid in trying to help our seniors, trying to help our folks in every way I can. So I really believe, I was tickled to death. I mean, I was tickled to death because you don't really know at the end of the day where they're going to put you. Those are my selections and everything, and I was tickled to death with all four of them, to tell you the truth.
Charles, thank you. Governor, back to you for final thoughts.
Well, this is an easy one then. I thought we'd have other folks, but nevertheless, if I could just run through real quick, and again, wish you all the most wonderful Merry Christmas that I could ever wish, folks. Don't let us, any of us, not remember the true meaning of what Christmas is really all about. And but with all that being said, again, Merry Christmas to all. I can tell you over and over, and I've got to show you one more time, but this is amazing. This is truly amazing. It's got a picture of myself and baby dog there on this incredible swing that these kids, at the Nicholas County Career and Technical Center, the work that they've done, and it's really impacted this entire state. If I could just run through here real quick and tell you, as far as wildlife-wise, get out and enjoy this incredible state. It's unbelievable, unflat believable. Remember your travel guides, and again, Nucor, what a job they've done. And the last thing I've got is just this. Last week, Kathy and I, we were at and I want to make sure, the Huntington East Middle School. And there's a lot of folks there, a lot of dignitaries and everything else. And, Randall Reed Smith was there, many others and everything. And but we, at that point in time, Kathy was placing at Huntington East Middle School the last of the Friends with Paws therapy dogs. And the successes of these dogs are unbelievable. They're just unbelievable. And the demand for school after school after school wanting a dog. We couldn't do them all. But this was the 45th one that we were able to do. And that's an accomplishment that's unbelievable. And Communities in Schools is absolutely just doing so good, it's off the chart. In school after school after school. So I salute Kathy and I thank her, great work, over the years and everything. And it started with nothing, and it blossomed into just an unbelievable time. That dog at Kathy's right there, giving a big hug. Its name is Bear, and I think at Huntington East, they're at Huntington East Middle School, they're the Bears, and so it's really fitting. And there you see Coach and Elsie Pruitt right there, with us and everything. But a good day, a really good day. sad in some ways and everything. And there's Bear at the school, and those kids and everything, and the teachers, everybody there just is so welcoming, and I'm sure he'll do an unbelievable job. And so like I said, sad in some ways, but really rewarding and everything. We started a movement and everything, and I just hope and pray we keep going and keep continuing to do all the good stuff. And like I said, the last thing I have on my list is the fact that I've decided, and I thought long and hard about this and everything, because the people were kind enough to elect me, but at the same time, they elected me first and foremost to be your governor and to serve out my full term, and that's what I'm going to do. And so I'll be your governor until January 13th when our new Governor Morsi will take over and everything, and I really mean this with all my soul. I hope and pray so much that Patrick and Denise enjoy being governors and First Lady as much as Kathy and I have, but at the same time, I want them to have all the successes under the sun. I want them to know anything and everything that I can ever do to help, I will help in every way I possibly can. And I want them to have the greatest successes for this unbelievable state, because we've started in the right direction. We've come a long, long, long ways. We've got to keep it going now. And just, let's just hope and pray everything works out, and it works out so good for all of our people and everything. And so Patrick and Denise, I hope to see you on the 13th, but nevertheless, we wish you the very, very best. I know you'll do great. All right, that's all I've got today. Thank y'all.